What up? It's your girl Coco, and today I will be reviewing the Scythe trilogy by Neal Shusterman. This will be my second trilogy by Neal Shusterman, but they're amazing, so I'm not really that worried about it. So there are 3 books in the Scythe. One of them actually isn't out yet. It will be on November 5th, and I have already pre-ordered it. I'm so excited for that. But basically, there is Scythe, Thunderhead, and the Toll. That's the last one. And yes, some backstory of where I am. I recently moved into college for marching band camp. I go to the University of South Carolina, and classes start in a little less than a week. So I'm very excited and nervous, but yeah. So that's where I am right now. You can kind of see in the reflection, we have a turf practice field. Right now, we're on dinner break. So basically, setting the stage for Scythe, it is in a very far future where humans have been able to stop death. So nobody dies. Everybody just kind of gets regenerated, euthanized? That doesn't sound right. Yes, that. They become young again. They're really good. They are centered around 2 characters who have been chosen by a Scythe, which is the only people in the society who are allowed to kill the people, because overpopulation is a thing. So because nobody's dying, they have to, like, no one's dying of a natural death, so they have to have people who are equipped to handle that, and they basically just go around and kill people. Yeah, but books are pretty lengthy. Probably not like long, but just above average. So the actual story centers around Citra and Rowan, and they are chosen by Scythe Faraday to be his apprentices. And there's a lot that goes into the society of the Scythes, because it's like a sacred, not really like a religion, but kind of similar to that, like a government thing, where they have to follow certain rules and stuff like that. And basically, the story is centered around the fact that there's a group of Scythes that are bad, and they go around and they just kill people for fun. Because Scythe, Faraday, and some other Scythes that are mentioned in the book, they kill people who look like they're ready to die. It's just like a look in their eyes that they get when they're ready to die, or statistics like before death was overcome. The main conflict is trying to figure out how to stop this bad Scythe from killing people who didn't deserve to die, or it's just reckless and makes the Scythes look bad. Essentially, another problem with the story is there's 2 apprentices with Faraday, so there's a whole conflict with he can only have 1, so who is he going to choose, and there's a lot that goes into it. And then the second book is called Thunderhead, and the Thunderhead is this like Google basically, except that it has cameras everywhere. Like, it can track anywhere you are at all times, and it knows you, it knows your friends, it knows everything that you do. And so it's kind of like Google, where you can be like, what should I get so-and-so for their birthday or whatever, and the Thunderhead will know. But the Scythes can't use the Thunderhead. So there's a conflict with that too, because they want to, but they can't, because it won't talk to them.
Stop looking at me like that!
But I really recommend it, and like any Neal Shusterman book, it goes between different point of views. Oh my god, sorry, there's a fly. It goes between different point of views and just everything in general. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's definitely worth reading. The new book is very promising, so I'm very excited for that. But yeah, no, any Neal Shusterman book, always in a good point of view, always brings in characters you wouldn't have imagined liking, but then you're like, oh, yes, I see how you connect to the story. Stuff like that is always really awesome, and Neal Shusterman does that just so well, just amazingly well. And there's no other author I've ever read like it. So that's awesome. I mean, that's all I really have to say. Honestly, just read it. It's really good. It's always like nice plot twists, and it never gets boring. They're always fast reads. Any Neal Shusterman book is a fast read. There's still left to review is the Unwind series and the Star Shards trilogy. But this is the Arc of a Scythe trilogy, that's what it's named. And again, those books are Scythe, Thunderhead, and The Toll, which is new. It's not out yet. But I'm very excited to read it, and I hope that you read it and you love it, because I certainly did. So that's all I have for today. Hopefully I'll be making more of these videos, because I'll definitely have a lot more free time where I'm literally doing nothing better to do, and so I can procrastinate without feeling bad about myself, because I technically am being productive. So I will see you next time, and just read more books. This is gonna be my little outro, since I didn't actually have the books with me when I filmed. This is what they look like. This is the first one, that's the second one. And I'm not gonna say again. Well, I guess I just did. So I guess that's more like 42 on the count, 43. And I think the distraction count was something like 13. So yes, we're not gonna comment on that. We're just gonna have fun with it. Again, this is the first book. It's called Scythe by Neal Shusterman, and this is the second, The Thunderhead. The Toll is coming out on November 5th. I am very excited. So yeah, that's it, all I have to say. Just wanted to do a little outro kind of thing. Yeah, so